Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul, I'll be there.
Alright, hello there you guys, your girl Euniycemari here. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I wax my underarms at home and just a few tips for you guys out there who want to wax your arms at home. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button as well as hit that notification bell so you are notified when I upload. And if you like what I do, give me a thumbs up and share me with the world. I want to say this and get this out the way because this is very important to be said before I actually start to demonstrate how I wax my arms at home. I am a cosmetologist. I have a license. I know what I am doing. If you are not aware of what you are doing, if you do not know what you are doing, I say go to a professional off the back. Do not go and get a wax pot and try to do this at home. You will have an issue. You can burn yourself, and I mean not just a surface burn, but a burn where you will have to go to the hospital. It is really serious. So I do say, if you are not at any means comfortable with this, if you are unsure, just go get done at a professional. Do not try this at home. So yeah, but a lot of people do wax themselves at home, so I thought that since those out there who do wax themselves at home, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share with you guys my professional tips on how you are supposed to do it and what to watch out for. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share with you guys really quickly in this clip about what I'm going to use. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to share with you what I'm going to be using. This here is GG Wax. I got it from Sally's. It's not one of my favorite kind of waxes, but it does for the time being. The little wax pot that I have here is a little travel size, or it's called a small space saver or a space saver wax pot. Is really tiny. It's not, you know, anything that's big, which works for personal use. So if you are interested in that, I will leave links, of course, down below. And this is the wax. I will actually show you guys the consistency of it in a little bit. This is the all-purpose hard wax by GG. I got a couple of sticks here. Of course, you're gonna need sticks. Focus camera, thank you. you're gonna need sticks. I have a little baggie to throw them into. I have some cotton rounds from Target that I'm going to be using, and then I have witch hazel to cleanse the area and a little bit of some grapeseed oil to put down under the arm before I start the process. So yeah, that's all that I'm going to be using to wax my underarms. Now let's talk about the wax. So this pot does not have a gauge on it at all, which is weird for me because I'm used to working with pots that have a gauge on it. But I've used this already, and you can leave this on the entire time and it's not too hot for the skin. You of course still want to gauge it. Now this here, you want to make sure that it's not too soupy before you apply it to the skin. I always suggest never pull from here. The outer parts are always going to be a lot hotter than the center. So I always say pull from the center part here. I will place down below how hot this pot gets because I was looking on the box and it doesn't tell me a temperature of how hot this gets. Now I have used this in the bikini line area, and I think maybe it gets to a certain point and then it automatically turns off or automatically sits at a certain temperature. First thing first, before we even start, I always say do a test strip. If you are unsure of temperature, what you do, and I'm gonna show you, hold on. So you want to take your inner forearm, right? You're gonna use that to test, and please don't excuse my nails. They're jacked up, they need to be redone. Just don't look at them, okay? Now this here, I feel that the ends are really soupy, so don't go towards the ends. I always say work towards the middle of the pot. That is going to be the coolest part of the pot, okay? So taking your arm, you're gonna take a little bit of the wax. You're gonna take it and you're gonna apply it right to the forearm. And this will tell you if your wax is too hot. Also too, this will be a demonstration really quickly, as well as to how to wax and how to pull a strip. So not only does this double as a good way to know, but you want to make sure that you're getting a good, nice, even layer of wax on the arm. Make sure you guys can see that. On the arm, or on whatever area that you are doing it. And then also too, there's some other key things, but I will explain that more when I'm in the moment of my underarm. What you're going to do is you're going to let that sit for a little bit. And you see that I created this loop. Make sure you guys are focused. You see that I created this loop on the end. That's where you're going to pull, okay? Another key thing, you want to make sure that you're putting the hair down in the direction that it is going and pulling it in the opposite. We'll talk about that more when I'm actually demonstrating. But this seemed like it's pretty cool. Now this wax, there are a few things that I don't like about it. I'm just going to be honest. So once you get it to cool and you got that lip, you're going to pull it off. Okay? And it's just going to go like that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cleanse the area. Now I don't have any of like those cleansers. I know that Gigi Wax, they sell the cleansers that come with it, but I didn't get the cleanser. I'm just going to use a little bit of witch hazel. My underarms currently do not have anything underneath them, but let me go ahead and show you guys my underarms so you guys can see how hairy they are. If you see a little bit of redness, don't mind that. I had to stop using the deodorant because it was giving me a little bit of reaction from the baking soda. So I'm just kind of letting my skin heal up. But if you can see, I do have underarm hair. I do have underarm hair. Okay. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that witch hazel and I'm going to apply it to the underarm. Now waxing my own underarms is hard. It's hard. It's not an easy task. I always usually break my underarm up down into sections because it is hard for me to wax my own underarm, especially with opposite hand. But hey, all right, so we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna use a tad bit of grapeseed oil. Now the reason why you want to put down an oil on the skin is because it just helps to protect the skin while you're waxing. And waxing can be a little abrasive on the skin, so you want to make sure that you are putting something down that is going to protect the skin and dab it on. Not too much though, because if you put down too much then it won't stick, or it won't stick to the hairs. How I do it, because I am doing my own underarm, I bring my strips going down and I pull them up. That is just easier for me. I don't bring them up and pull them down because I feel like that's a little bit harder to work with. And you also want to wear something that you don't care about. Don't put on your prettiest shirt because you can drip wax all over you. I'm going to dip my stick into the center of the wax. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. You want it to be something like this, where there's like a little bit of a mount on the stick. You guys can see that. All right, it's just like a little mount of wax. And how I'm going to do it is I'm going to start on the outward and I'm going to go down. Now, you have to be careful how you move. I know I'm moving kind of fast on this one, but if you're not careful, gravity will make wax fall all over you, and you don't want that. So you definitely want to make sure that you move a little bit faster. So if that was a little bit too fast for you, I am sorry, but I do not want to drip wax all over me. Now, as you are going on about this, you can add on to that strip. So you can go ahead and you can make sure that you thicken up that strip. And you want to make sure that you get a good lip. Okay? Make sure that that lip is really good. I think I personally have on too much oil underneath my arm. I can kind of see it. Also, pressure. You guys need to apply lots of pressure. Don't feel horrible for applying your own pressure. You want to make sure you're applying pressure to that spot. Now I'm just kind of layering on a little bit thicker because I think I have too much oil on my arm. But you want to make sure you are creating that lip, giving yourself something to pull up with, okay? Now I'm just letting it sit a little bit, okay? So I'm letting it sit a little bit. You can touch it, tap, tap, tap. This wax, I have noticed that I was like, usually you wait till it's a little bit hard. This wax never seems to fully harden for me. I don't know what it is. it's more sticky than hard, so I really don't like that. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure you keep your arm pulled all the way back. You're gonna grab the little tab here. That's why it's important for you to make a lip, so therefore you have something to pull. Okay, once you get a good grip on that lip, you're gonna go 1 2 3, pull. Okay, perfect. Now, and you see the residue, it just leaves behind a residue too. Yeah, I don't know, it removes all the hair though. One of the things about this wax that I will give it props for, besides the fact that I don't like how it works, as far as like I don't like how it's sticky to pull, but it takes all the hair away in one pull. That's it. I don't have to go over my arms a million and one times, and I love that about this wax. All right, hello there you guys. So really quickly, I wanted to jump on camera to show you guys my underarms. Now, as I'm editing the video, I was looking at my underarms and I'm like, they don't look the best. So I thought that I would kind of clear that up with you guys. I waxed my arms on Saturday and today is Tuesday. So this is what my arms are currently looking like. So there is still a little bit of irritation, but they're a lot better. This one and this one. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys an update of what my underarm is looking like. I have noticed too that there is a few hairs left, but I don't want to currently wax my underarm right now. I want to actually let that skin do what it does, and in a couple of days I'll probably will go in and clean up whether it's hair still left. But I wanted to kind of clarify that with you guys, what they look like a couple of days later with me not using the deodorant. And I will also do a follow-up video on the deodorant and my whole reaction, and we'll talk about all that in another video. So let's go ahead and continue with the video. But it's just that it's so sticky. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do it again, and I feel like I have to build a little bit more with this wax than I would have to with any other wax that I use. Also, another tip, make sure that you are watching the skin. If your skin is peeling at any time that you are waxing your arms, you need to stop. Okay, twirling that stick, just letting it, you know, get a little cool. You need to stop. If ever your skin starts to peel or look irritated, it's over. No more waxing, because you don't want to take off skin. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this really quickly of the deodorant. And so I was like, okay, I can't wax this. It looks a lot better now than what it did before, so I was like, okay, I can go ahead and I can wax it, which I can, but I'm just gonna stay away from these areas that are already irritated. And I don't want to wax. I don't want to have to shave my arm again. Like, I really don't want to. But this arm looks fine. I just gotta stay away from the sides that are irritated. I don't ever suggest waxing over irritated skin, and neither do I. If I see your skin is red in a certain spot, I will go around it. I will not wax on it. So yeah, all right, you guys, make sure you get that lip going here. I'm gonna let it sit a little bit longer, and my arm hurts. It doesn't want to hold up anymore. 1 2 3, one more. 1 2 3, perfect. Look at that. Ew, look at that. It gets every hair out like crazy. Okay, every hair comes right out from the root. All right, you guys, my camera cut off. I forgot what I was saying beforehand, any other clip, but I just finished the arm off camera. But anyways, my arms are waxed. This one is all wax. I put oil on it so it may look a little bit shiny. This one is waxed as well. Put a little bit of oil on it. So that is how I usually wax my arms at home. My arms usually are not like this. I just want to put that out there that I did notice that I was having a problem with baking soda in the deodorant. I don't know. I don't use it as often, but it just started to get upset. My underarm skin was like freaking out, so I'm gonna have to take a break on that to clear it up, but it is clearing up a lot better than what it was before. So that's just that little issue. And also too, I did not go over this patch of skin here. I think there's a little bit of hair, but it's not worth it. I just say If it's irritation, don't go over it. But all in all, that's how I wax my underarms at home. I think I touched everything in here, but if I missed out on anything, because this was a little bit of a crazy video, if I missed out on anything or any notes, I will place everything down below in the description box, so make sure you guys go and check that out. And if you have any questions of how I wax or anything about waxing, just go ahead and leave those comments down in the description, in the comment box, and I will answer your questions. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your girl Euniycemari. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in a later video. Bye.